So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a little bit of how you can order things, because I'm now realizing that we didn't actually cover that, and also look at how that can change things and how you can use that with your newly found updated column. So if I say select star from author, and I wanted to order by updated, then I would get the necessary order. And what's neat about this too is that MySQL is smart enough to give you the very beautiful looking date here, but it's actually a binary representation or a number representation of that date. So because it's a number representation of that date, you can also do things like order by ascending, which is what it is now by default, or orders by descending. And then you're going to get the inverse order based on when something was updated. So for example, let's say you had some kind of log sheet that you were trying to track, or you had an auditing table in your database schema. It would be very easy for you to generate reports based on the updated column. You could even do limiting. You could say, okay, I want it updated, I want it to be ordered by the last value, and I want to limit it to the last two records. And then it's going to give me the last two records in this particular table. Alternatively, if I do select star from post and I decide I want to do an order by updated descending, I'm going to get the last post first, which is great. And then if we were doing something like pagination where we had multiple pages, we could limit to, let's say we wanted to do 2 posts a page. So I'll just say limit 2, and then it's going to give me the first 2. But if I do limit 0 or 2 and then space 2, space 2, then it's going to give me numbers, IDs 3 and 2. And then if I do limit 3 and 2, then it's going to give me IDs 2 and 1. So 4 and 5, that's our first page. Our second page, so we have to go by numbers of 2, right? So 0, the first one is actually 0 and 2. So 0 and 2 is 4 and 5. So that's the last and the second last post. And then if I add 2 to the first, that's my offset. Then I'm going to get 3 and 2. And then if I want to go past articles 3 and 2, then I just add 2 more. And I'm going to get the last post in my particular blog, which is the political posting, which is an ID of 1. And all the while, everything is being ordered by when this particular post was updated. Now, at the same time, we can also perform some date operations on the publish date and the expire date. So just to quickly show you that, let's look at some date functions. So we're going back to this whole idea of functions. Now you'll notice in the schema description here that we have this now function that we're using. So if I want to see what a function does in MySQL, it's as simple as just saying select and then the name of the function. So just like I did select sleep, if I put select sleep, then it's going to do whatever the sleep time is. If I want to do select now, it's going to give me the date right now. And in the same way, I can perform various date operations. So if I have select now and I want to add a date or I want to remove it a certain amount of time, it's just a matter of saying add date now, and then I can, for example, add an interval of 30 minutes. And what it's going to do is it's going to take the current time and it's going to add 30 minutes to it. So now we've gone from being, 2010, March 4th, to at 12:39 to 2010, March 4th at 1:09. Just in the same way, I can do 30 day, and I'll get a date in October. So you'll notice that the month has changed. Or I could do 30 year, or I could do 30-second, or I could do 30-month, and so on and so forth. So that's for adding a date. Now I can also subtract a date just by doing the opposite. So I can do select sub date now interval 30-month, and I'll get a date. Whoops, I forgot my braces right there, my brackets, which are very important. So if I do that, then I'll get 30 months. That's over 2 years. So I'm going to get a time in 2007. Now, what's also important here is that the column name has become really, really nasty looking. And again, we can always just alias it by using as and say, okay, date in 2007. And then the column name will be date in 2007. So why am I showing you all of this? Well, very simply, it means that we can change our publish dates for various bits of content on our website. So if I go to select star from post, I'm going to have a whole bunch of various pieces of content. Now, if I wanted to only show stuff that was relevant for a particular period of time, it would just be a matter of saying, okay, actually, before we go further, I'm going to create some more posts here so that we have a little more content to work with. So I'm going to copy these guys and then paste them, and then just say more posting 1, more posting 2, more posting 3, more posting 4, and more posting 5. Select all that, paste it in. We've got our various sleep statements, so we'll just take a couple more seconds. And now if I do a select start from post, I should have 10 posts, which is a little more interesting. And I can very easily start to modify them appropriately.